LookCatchu here, and this is Oodles of Noodles, a series dedicated to all things noodles. And today it's -20 degrees Celsius. And you know what I like to eat when it's super cold outside? Ice cream. But that's a dessert. So before the ice cream, we need a well-balanced meal. Okay, so let's make some sesame noodles, aka jiang mian, Din Tai Fung style, which is a very popular Taiwanese restaurant with branches all over the world. It's a nutty and creamy sesame peanut sauce mixed with slurpable and chewy noodles. And it can be served hot or cold. So stick around till the end and we can slurp them together. Also, little Miss Miku over here hurt her paw while playing in the snow this morning. So I put some medicine and a boot over it so she won't lick it. So one video like equals one hug for Miss Miku to feel better. Now let's get sesame noodling. So I'm currently in my first session with my life coach Miku, and she just brought out a jar of peanut butter. What does peanut butter have to do with dealing with life?
Don't question me, woman.
Miku's life hack number 1, keep that jar of peanut butter in your jacket for when you encounter an extrovert. Offer them a scoop, they'll eat it, and bam! The roof of their mouth will be closed shut, so they'll stop talking to you and you can leave. That's genius! I knew I hired the right coach. Miku's peanut butter is one of the many ingredients to these Din Tai Fung sesame noodles, but Chinese sesame paste is of course the star of the show, and it's made from grounded toasted sesame seeds. It has a strong smoky flavor with a hint of bitterness and no sweetness. We'll be using 3 tablespoons of it, and you could also use the Middle Eastern version tahini, but since it's made with untoasted sesame seeds, the flavor will be slightly different, so I recommend that you pour some into your toaster to achieve the same results. I'm just kidding, please don't. To bulk the sauce up, plop in 2 tablespoons of smooth, processed peanut butter. None of that acne looking, crunchy, natural peanut butter is allowed. And I know what you're thinking. LookCatchu, why are we using peanut butter if these are called sesame noodles? Well, some recipes for jiang mian use purely sesame paste, and others have a mixture of both. But since we're making it Din Tai Fung style, let's see if we can figure out the ingredients. So Din Tai Fung is very secretive with their menu. Okay, they don't like to reveal a lot, especially on their American website. It just says noodles with sesame sauce, which makes you think that they only use sesame paste. But since I'm a professional sesame noodle expert, let's go to Din Tai Fung's website in Taiwan. And here you can see there's lots of gift boxes, and one of them is rich sesame sauce noodles gift box. Do a little scroll down, and bam! We found the mother lode. Am I seeing this correctly here? There's the sesame noodle sauce ingredients list, and peanut butter is listed as one of them. I know I'm so good. And they also use the processed one like us. Twins. Oh, and if you're judging me for doing all this research, just know that I take my sesame noodles very seriously. Anyways, enough peanut butter gate. Din Tai Fung uses the very necessary soy sauce, so let's drizzle 2 tablespoons of it. They also state vinegar, which is very ambiguous. They don't specify what kind of vinegar, but since it's an Asian dish, we'll be using rice vinegar, unseasoned, meaning no salt or sugar is added, but you can also sub it with white vinegar. We'll be using 1 tablespoon of it to help cut the richness of the nut butters. And of course, we can't forget the white granulated sugar to balance all the flavors out. So let's sprinkle 2 teaspoons of it into our bully bowl. For some pizzazz, we'll be using fresh garlic, 2 cloves of it grated. As you can tell by my constant use of garlic in my videos, I really hate it. We'll also be using some fresh ginger, so chop a knob off and grate 1 teaspoon of it, the same way you did for the garlic. And one of the secret ingredients they use for this sauce is chicken stock, which adds more body to the noodles. Okay, and it also thins out the sauce. But for a LookCatchu twist, we'll be using chicken bouillon, or vegetable bouillon for all my plant-based besties. And the reason we're using bouillon is because this gorgeous jar of concentrated deliciousness will help save the planet. 1 chicken stock carton at a time. We'll be using a 1/4 teaspoon of it. Don't worry, we'll dilute it later. And the final ingredients are very special. It includes cinnamon, star anise, and tangerine peel. First of all, if you don't have the oh so essential tangerine peel, okay, in your kitchen cabinets at all times, then you must be doing something wrong. Secondly, oh man, I just used my last tangerine peel for dinner last night. Oh, what can we do? Wait. Star anise and cinnamon only means one thing. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? 5 spice powder. This bottle has star anise, cinnamon, and oh, what a coincidence. It contains the very essential tangerine peel, which is not usual in typical 5 spice, but we'll be using 1/8 of a teaspoon of it. The 5 spice is optional, but it adds a nice earthy and warm flavor to the noodles. Then we're gonna do a little mixy mix. We're gonna do a little mixy mix. Look at our gorgeous sesame and peanut butter paste. Once we dilute it with water, it'll be oh so dreamy and saucy. What I actually like to do during the week is make this paste in bulk and then store it in the fridge for when I need a quick noodle fix. And you can use any noodle that tickles your oodle, medium, thin, or wide. Fresh noodles work best, and I'll be using these Shanghai style noodles, which are a medium thickness, which is around 1/4 of my left pinky, or 3 millimeters wide, 2 millimeters thick. We'll be cooking them according to the packaged instructions, so slide them into the jacuzzi. After around 2 minutes, fish them out, and this is optional, but I like to rinse them in cold water for 10 seconds, just to make it a little chewier. But if you want your noodles warm, then you can skip this step. Transfer the beautiful noodles to a bowl, and we'll be plating it nicely like they do at the restaurant, or you can just swirl it in. They all taste the same in your stomach anyways. Let's plop our flavor bomb paste into a larger bowl and scoop out 1/4 cup of delicious and murky hot noodle water. Pour it into the bowl, do a little whisk, and oh, look at that gorgeous and glistening sesame sauce. We're aiming for an Alfredo sauce-like consistency. Not too runny and not too thick. Perfect for the noodles to grab onto. Pour the sesame sauce so it makes a little pool around the perimeter of the noodles. But if you're only trying to impress yourself, then simply drizzling the sauce onto the noodles is more than enough, and frankly, very satisfying. And of course, what are sesame noodles without some sesame oil? I'll be using 2 teaspoons of it. And for a pop of color, let's thinly slice some green onions. Also, I don't know if it's just Canada, but green onion prices are $1.99 per bundle. Let's get a little fancy with some peanuts chopped. And I honestly don't really eat peanuts. I'm more of a cashew girl. But if you're allergic to peanuts, then you can skip this step. Once you've sprinkled everything on top, do a little mixy mix, chicksy chicks. And honestly, I was very hesitant to mix this up. Cause look at this thing, it's so gorgeous. I may or may not have cried a little bit while mixing this. And if you're a spastic girl and you want to make some spicy sesame noodles, then don't be shy and drizzle some chili oil for an extra oomph. Do the final mixy mix to make sure every strand gets coated in that glorious sesame sauce and optional chili oil. And there we have it, sesame noodles, Din Tai Fung style. And while the noodles are looking nice and chewy, let's dig in. Alright, so this is the finished product, and I'm super excited. Alright, cheers. First bites for you. Nom nom nom. That is so divine. It's messy, but it's definitely delicious. When you first take a bite, you get hit with that oh so creamy sesame and peanut butter sauce. Then you chew a little and you reach that nice and chewy noodle texture. You can taste the garlic and ginger, as well as a hint of tanginess from the vinegar. The addition of the chicken broth and the 5 spice adds a nice body to this dish. The noodles just taste much fuller and deeper in flavor. Tastes exactly like the Din Tai Fung sesame noodles. The sesame and the peanut butter gives a nice unctuousness to the noodle dish. I learned that on Iron Chef. It means a nice creamy and custardy mouthfeel. Alright, so this gets LookCatchu's stamp of approval. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It would truly make my day. And please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I post once a week. And I'll see you guys next time. As promised, since we got last video to 118 likes, Mika gets some peanut butter. Eat! The camera loves ya. Smile for the camera. Goodbye, guys. Thanks for watching.